In question number 1 بيقول لنا choose the correct answer. في الquestion ده بيقول لي the potential energy of an object depends on، زي ما أخدنا قبل كده إنه ال potential energy it depends on the weight of the object and the height it reaches above the ground. يبقى كل ما الأوبجكت بتاعي بيوصل ل higher level away from the ground it gains more gravitational potential energy، وطبعا accordingly الويت بتاعه it depends على الويت بيأثر على ال potential energy بتاعتنا. In another question بيقول لي bromine and mercury are similar in، طبعا both of them are liquids so they have the same physical state. Question number 4 بيقول لي anion is not involved in the composition of acids. Which anion doesn't involve أو is not involved among the composition of acids؟ طبعا هنلاقي ان الهيدروكسيد anion، لأن once الهيدروكسيد بقى موجود فبقى الترم بتاعي alkali not an acid. In question number 5 بيقول لي the object whose mass is 2 kilogram and its speed is 3 meter per second has a kinetic energy equals to. طبعا نفتكر مع بعض ان ال kinetic energy equals half mv square. on your calculator you have to make these calculations by multiplying half times m اللي هي الماس 2 يبقى half times 2 times 3 squared. يبقى على الكالكوليتر بتاعتنا هنعمل كده half times 2 times 3 squared and you will get the answer to be 9 joules. ما ننساش أبداً أن ال measuring unit of the kinetic energy is the joule. Question number 6 بيقول لي the distance covered per unit time is known by speed. Another question tells you which of the following elements is characterized by low melting point. طبعا عارفين ان كل النون metals عندها low melting point وبالتالي هندور على السلفر as silver, copper and sodium all of them are metals. Question number 8 بيقول لي among the omnivores، طبعا omnivores هم living organisms that could depend on their nutrition on both of the animals and the flesh of the animals and the plants، يقدروا ياكلوا both of the plants and the animals وبالتالي هنختار ال mouse and the raven. From the causes of chemical weathering، اتفقنا ان chemical weathering مش بس بيبقى فيه breaking down of rocks و sedimentation و fragmentation، ده بيبقى فيه كمان chemical change للcomposition بتاع الrocks وبالتالي one of the main reasons that cause chemical composition أو chemical weathering and changing the chemical composition of these rocks are the acid rains. Question number 10 بيقول لي the remains of the marine organisms or microorganisms transformed after millions of years in the earth's interior ده بيتحول into one of the fossil fuels اللي هو petroleum oil. Let's start another style of questions which is the complete part. In the first complete question you are asked to human skin color is a space trait while building strong muscular or strong muscles, it's strong muscles is an what type of trait. زي ما اتفقنا ان في عندنا two types of traits either hereditary أو genetics، لكن التريت الثانية اللي هي acquired trait ودي اللي بتكون skill we can gain by a training by one of the habits you get used. فهنلاقي ان الhuman skin color دي one of the genetic traits، لكن building muscles في الجم دي بتكون acquired trait. Question number 2 بيقول لي the two main factors that maintain the continuity of the water cycle in nature are، طبعا عارفين without the heat of the sun the water wouldn't evaporate وبالتالي no clouds will be formed وبالتالي مش هيبقى فيه precipitation. فمن غير gravity the water of the clouds wouldn't return back again to the water bodies on the surface of the earth, and accordingly the main reasons or the main facts that control the water cycle and how it goes from the surface of the ground to the air and back again from the air to the surface of the ground are the heat of the sun and the earth's gravity. In this question you are asked the fruit located on the branch of the tree stores potential energy لأن هي away from the surface of the ground while transforms into what type of energy upon falling once هتبدأ تتأثر بالearth's gravity و starts to fall down on the ground هتكون وهي بيحصل لها falling down بتكون بتتحرك بالkinetic energy. Number 4 بيقول لي what type of powder resulting from crushing what type of rock is used in making casts. عارفين كلنا ان limestone it's one of the sedimentary rocks. لما بنحوله into the powder form نقدر نستخدمه in making casts during bone fracture و treatment of the broken bones. في يبقى الكالسيوم كربونات اللي هو limestone. This is the powder which is resulting from crushing the limestone rock is used in making casts. In this question, fungi are considered from the decomposers. اتفقنا قبل كده decomposers they are living organisms. They feed on the remaining parts of the dead organisms. Question number 6 بيقول لي the space bond is responsible for the hardness of the metals. What type of bond is responsible for the hardness of the metals? طبعا عارفين كلنا ان الميتاليك bond between the metals when they are added together بتزود الهاردنس بتاعت metals either from being solved as pure metals. In question number 7 بيقول لي bromine is a liquid. What? It's a liquid non-metal while mercury it's the liquid metal. Question number 8 بيقول لي the rock of space was used in building the pyramids of Giza which belongs to what type of rocks. يبقى زي ما اتفقنا ان limestone as a result of its hardness بنستخدمه أو ancient builders استخدموه in building the pyramids in Giza and it belongs to the type of the sedimentary rocks. Question number 9 بيقول لي the space indicator is used to differentiate between a strong alkali and a weak alkali. universal indicator لأن احنا اتفقنا قبل كده blue litmus paper و red litmus paper they are used just to determine if the solution is an acid or a base. لكن هل يا ترى بنقدر نحدد the strength of the acid to be a strong acid أو weak acid أو the strength of the base to be a strong base أو weak base؟ لا طبعا. فالuniversal indicator بيديني accurate pH measurement علشان بيديني exact color من ضمن الباليت بتاعت الكولر الموجودة في pH scale to determine the strength of that solution. Question number 10 بيقول لي the total length of any path taken by the object during its moving from the starting point to the end point it's known as طبعا distance and its measured unit is the meter. Make true or false for each of the statements. So let's mark. The bicarbonate and the nitrate groups are similar in the number of the atoms and the charge. طبعا الكلام ده مش مظبوط. البicarbonate it's totally different from the molecular structure and also the chemical composition. When lithium hydroxide dissolves in water, the percentage of the hydroxide cations in the solution increases. True. Question number 3 بيقول لي the stomach secretes lactic acid which participates in the food digestion. This is wrong. لأنه الستومك أصلا it secretes gastric acid which is responsible for digesting the food. لكن اللاكتيك acid بيعمل accumulation في المسلز وده بيسبب المسل cramp زي ما شرحنا قبل كده.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا المستقبل يبدأ الآن.